Tomi Adeyemi, fake outrage. You made a deal with the Luciferian. Now you shut your mouth up here now. Now, children of blood and bone, right? You're talking about the Orishas. You're talking about West African traditional belief systems. You're talking about West African traditional belief system. You're talking about the Orishas. What does the Orishas have to do with Luciferian? Where does it converge and merge? That's something nobody's asking because most people are do not have the ability to do high end spirituality here now. So you meaning to tell me that the Orishas that you could have put that much energy into creating something like that, the book that's well read, well received, and everything, and the frequency and the energy and the vibration that came from could not have made you merge and do some independent where the right probably producers, the right company that respect the Orisha system would have stepped in and blow this up and make it supernova. No, you mean no? You got to run to the house of Lucifer, and nobody gonna tell me that you don't know what you were doing because children, blood and bone, children of blood and bone. That's about spirituality. A lot of people it's flying past them what this is about. It really is flying past them with what the mission was for you over there, whatever mission you appointed yourself, because clearly you went left field on this. And then not only did you go left field here, and then you're throwing receipts in the air, right? Which is not a good look for you. Me, I personally don't give a damn because anybody run off and sell the essence of who they are for money is not really worthy of anything. To be honest with you, you just happen to get your little wake up call fast like light. I don't think your crop even went supernova yet when they gave you your little wake up card. I mean, you're dealing with entities that don't need money. Everybody know what Hollywood's about. Why do you guys keep on doing this over and over and over all over the planet? Y'all doing dumb stuff and expecting different results. How many examples do we need to have in front of us? That is the question. Now, I have a vested interest in talking about spirituality. That is something I love to talk about is spirituality. And another thing I talk about my origin point, my home point, Haiti. I talk a lot about this. So this happened to be one of the subjects that I like to talk about, which is spirituality. So I'm looking at it from this point. Number one, if the Orishas had sent you to do this, you would have had full creativity of what was taking place. When I mean you would have been included in everything, in the clothes, the wardrobe, where the movies made it, who's the actors and actresses, who's the director, who's the producer. You would have been included in everything if they really were the one guiding this. You would not have been left out of any nook and cranny of this at all. Baby, they would even reach out to you and ask you, how do you want their hair to look like? They would even went one step further and ask you, can you give us the precise shade complexion you want them to be? How wide do you want those nose? How big do you want those lips? How thin do you want those nose? How tall do you want them? How short do you want them? How big booty you want them? How big legs you want them? How thin legs you want them? How flat booty you want them? Do you want what kind of curly hair do you want? Do you want it to be kinked up? Do you want to be tightened? Do you want it to shrink? Do you want to I mean, baby, what I'm trying to tell you here, you would have been included in every goddamn aspect of that if they're the one that sent you to go to Hollywood. Meaning, the backlash, if we're looking at this from a spiritual point of view, they did not send you. You did that for greed purpose. You compromised yourself. You threw away your vision for money. This is what the goddamn problem is. People doing a lot of unethical things for money. Now you got your money bag, right? Now, isn't it ironic? You got a bag full of money. Inside the bag ain't nothing but a bunch of snakes trying to bite you. Your vision bet your bottom dollar. One thing about the Luciferian, they ain't gonna be in that goddamn thing here now. Now, for me, clearly the Luciferian was letting everybody know that there's a great awakening here on this planet, especially among the blacks. There's a great awakening. they're speaking to each other. They will speak to each other via movie. They're going spiritually bound globally. Okay. Why? Look at the cast that they have there. They're not just pulling on a particular group from a particular location. They're pulling on a particular blood lineage. You know, it don't really matter if you look deep into it where that blackness come from. They all have something in common. They are what? A form of Bantu or a form of Igbo, Dahomey, etc., and etc., and etc. Predominantly from West Africa going all the way to Central Africa. Okay, right there. Expect that. That's where they're from. So it's a particular demographic. But you who's doing spirituality should have had hindsight to spot that. Okay. So you are talking about all this spiritual thing, but yeah, you yourself were not really spiritual. Okay. Because if you were spiritual, I don't think you would ever took your butt to Hollywood to go sell that. You would have kept it, you would have went to Nollywood. Just like you have Hollywood, you have Nollywood. You would have been marketing in every nook and cranny Nollywood. And if Nollywood wouldn't make it come through, you would have you would have done it yourself. There's a lot of brothers and sisters that don't compromise themselves. They don't sell their visions. You got a lot of people that just pretty much you just use your regular YouTube channel and just build their little movie, like give you like a little snippet, like that's all I got, 30 minutes. You want to see the whole thing, and then they post their site so people can go to. So it's not like you really need the traditional way of doing things, but some people are so looped into the old system, which was Pisces. We are in the system of we're in Aquarius. Water bearer, truth, light, no deception, no lie, no manipulation, no hidden agendas and stuff. That's where we're at right now. And clearly, we've entered into a new millennium. So the old way of doing things are not going to work. And not only that, this new millennium is more spiritually based than what the old one was. Okay. So you went and got yourself a deal. Only you and them know what y'all had agreed upon. Okay. I do know whatever gave it to you. First thing they said was shut your mouth. It didn't take like when you said you weren't gonna watch that movie, boy. I saw everything was pouncing, all four cylinders. Shoot, they had an 18-cylinder machine coming at you. And people are like, oh my God, they're bullying. I said, no, they're not bullying that woman. That woman does spirituality, people. I don't think y'all read her book to know it was spiritual. So we have a spiritualist that's into Orishas running around there, went to the house of Luciferian for a contract. Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense here on this planet. Make it make sense here. Sometimes we got to learn how to behave our damn self too. But clearly you want sense. You get that yourself now. Now for me, you didn't give them a crack to enter. They didn't come through your window. They didn't come through your door. Hell, you rip a whole goddamn wall. Let them in for you to get a money bag. And then after you got that money bag, now you're like, I would never watch that movie. I'm like, shit. What she mean? She ain't gonna watch that movie. That's her book, right? She took their money, right? She had to talk to them. They didn't just give her a shot like that. What she think they was checking her out for? What did this silly woman think they was checking her out for? They weren't just checking you out like that. They was checking you out. There was some things they need to know about the Orishas. They read that book. Now, of course, they threw some money bag at you. You being carnal and fleshy, you took the money. Because sometime in life, we got to have a higher knowledge of stuff, You took that damn money, and what they did, they picked your head because they made it look like they was consulting you and all this crap. No, they weren't consulting you for the damn movie. They already knew what they were going to do with the damn movie. Don't forget, they read the damn book. These are Luciferians. They work in perversions. Okay, they read that book. They probably read that book 100 times, back to cover. They read that book so goddamn many times they had questions. Okay, because see, Lucifer in the house of Luciferian, they always have a clique. That they're the only one that's like this on this whole planet. They have clothes for themselves. They have a lot of they have codes. That's how they are. Some people call it clans. Some people like to call it packs. People call it whatever the hell you want to call it. Okay. And they have a clique. That's all they do is read books. And then you have one who specialize in debriefing of what was read. Another one, I mean, they have everything quantified, everything broken down in boxes and boxes. Because see, they think in box, they didn't come around you for no reason, man. They came around you with things they want to know about Orishas. And I bet you they were faking like they're gonna help you. They weren't. That's not what they're gonna do. That was never the plan, girl. What they did to you was exactly the plan from the jump. And you who's into spirituality should have spotted that. As a matter of fact, you who's into spirituality, awakening one, should have never took your tail around that corner. So I'm not gonna, like, shut up. What you mean you gonna watch their movie? You took their money. That means you sealed the deal. You signed that contract, right? All right then. So what's this fake outrage about? This is the thing that we're going to have to acknowledge here. We're going to have to call people out when they're doing fake outrage, because there are things that we really need real outrage for. We need real bandwidth, and this happened to be one of the things that we should just roll our eyes and say, children of the blood and bone. That's about spirituality. That's about Orisha, awakening people to spirituality, especially ancestor way of doing things. So what is she in the house of Luciferian for? Why don't you went over there and sign that contract with them? Huh? What you think? I mean, these are questions we're gonna have to like be able to pop up naturally. You know? I'm like, sure, a little fake outrage here. And then throwing everybody on the bus, showing receipts and stuff, yelling and cursing, doing all that. Oh, child, you doing too much. You doing too much. Too much. Made your bed, sleep in the damn thing. So what's the problem? You found out, got that money bag, and you had to go lay in that bed, and it was nothing but needles in there, huh? You found out when you went in that damn bed, there was nothing but snakes in there, huh? And the snake say, "Girl, get in here." He know. Pull it down. Let me in one. Let me rip. Let me rip. Who knows? Clearly, you shouldn't have done it. You're gonna get blackballed because the Orishas did not send you. Now, anybody spiritual can't see that, then they blind. Okay? The Orishas didn't send you say a mother sucking thing. They didn't send you to consult nobody on who they are. You did that on your own goddamn free will. Because what? Money was a motivation. Greed was why you did it. And you know that's what that was. Two, what you do the director at? I just see you attacking all the cast and stuff. What's that about? Y'all made allegiance to the same damn Luciferian clique. So what's the difference? What we splitting here for? Oh, they beneath you? How they beneath you? Make it make sense. Then you sign the same thing they signed. You went to the same damn place they went to, right? So what's the problem here now? Make it make sense. What's the problem? You went to the same place, signed the same thing. That's the equivalency of a man and two females that share the same baby daddy. The other one looking at the other one like, I like shit. I got the same baby daddy, same God did it to y'all. So what's the problem? And that's what this is for me. The same person they signed with, you signed with it too. So why you stick your nose up to them? Huh? That don't make no damn sense to me. You went to the same damn place they went to. The same damn place they went to get their bag. You went to the same damn place to get the bag. The only difference is you were hyping Orisha hood, but you didn't keep it Orisha here now. You're gonna have to make that make sense here on this planet now. You know. This time Aquarius. Mm-hmm. Everything is gonna be very transparent. That don't make no damn sense to me. I'm like, Anyway, would you tell that poor girl to never call you, drop dead, or whatever the hell you were telling her little butt over there? I don't care about that. Because for me, all this is just fake outrage. For me, the whole thing ain't nothing but a bunch of fake outrage coming for you. Ask me. You know, y'all need to stop faking the funk all over this planet. You know, because it seems like when it comes time to get real, y'all don't want to get real. Nobody want to get real. Nobody want to get real. You know, but when it comes time to play and have fun, everybody about that lifestyle. So when you would jump in and out of these meetings and talking and stuff like that, if you get that bag, it was all good. It was all good, right? And when you were signing for that bag, it was all good. When you signed those contracts, and I bet you bottom dollar, Luciferians don't do one page here now. That ain't what you didn't go over here to Luciferian camp now, signing one page here now. We know they don't do it like that now. And we know they had the real yo, yo, is you out your mind? Ain't nobody spiritual waking falling for this fake outrage. Be like, sorry, what? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell to the no. Okay. Anyway, like I said, people, my channel, it focuses on two things, two subjects, spirituality and everything. And spirituality is one of them. And I speak a lot about Haiti because I like to bring awareness to what have happened to Haiti and the Haitian people. And I like to bring awareness to what's going on with them continue. So those are the two primary things I focus: spirituality and Haiti and Haiti's woes, and I especially do it in English. So a lot of young Haitian Americans and Haitians that speak English predominantly, so they can know what's going on, so they can have the real tea about what the issue is. It's it can be too much because I'm a straight shooter, like pow pow pow. And I like all this running around the damn tree and playing games with y'all little tails out here. But anyway, please like and subscribe. My channel ain't for everyone. It just ain't. Because I talk about heavy things, man. Shit, I talk about heavy things, man. I talk about stuff that's a little too hardcore for some people. You know, if it's spirituality, I'm about that. If it's about Haiti, I'm about that. If it's about injustice, I'm about that lifestyle. I'll talk about it. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be a little too dark for some people. Some people may not be ready to receive my message, what I'm talking about. A lot of people are like, ooh, this too much, too much. Yeah, it ain't for everybody. It ain't for everybody. It just ain't. Because I've moved on beyond the emotional page. I'm like, hey, this it is what it is, man. Sit down. Let's talk about it. Get out your head. Get out your head. Get out that emotion. Let's talk about this. Let's see the stuff for what it is, man. I wish the people see the world the way it is, not the figment of their imagination, not their indoctrination, but the way the world truly is, and see humans the way they truly are in this dimension. Anyway, please like and subscribe. But come again, girl, with your little fake outrage. Please like and subscribe. Bye.